Okay, so we have 5 turns to go. We are trying to find where Brasilia has put his Mind Flower. So we'll keep searching for that. And it looks like, what do we got coming up building wise? Cayenne should be done with their Xeno Sanctuary this very next turn. So, we do have a trade convoy here we have to take care of first. Let's just go with the previous routes. Alright, 5 turns to go. Let's see what happens here. Melody has completed the Xenodrome. I believe she's going Harmony also. I'm surprised she has.
Torgovlia opiera się nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwości.
Okay, open borders with Kozlova. Let's see no reason for that. Okay, a bunch of stuff going on here. Let's take care of this quest decision first. Do we want food or culture for the Xeno Sanctuaries? It doesn't matter at this point. It's not going to make any difference in the turns to complete the victory. Our agent didn't get energy after all. Okay. And let's see. Infantry power increased. Infantry power increased. That's fine. That's fine. Production. Let's just switch everybody over to energy. Okay. And where is Brasilia's There it is. Okay, I'm trying to click on it to see if there's any way to. Oh, okay. Notice down here, 18 turns until Transcendence for Brazilian. So apparently, I'm guessing he built a bunch of Mind Stems and Xeno Sanctuaries to help decrease his amount of turns to build it. So, ouch. We're down to 4. Check that. Alright, 4 more turns for us. But, is he doing it at a bigger pace? So what I'm probably going to do is take a look at this next turn and we'll see what happens. See if he gets that turns way down. So, what need to do with him? So for you, just park for now. Okay, so next turn, he had 18 turns and I had 4. So I'm hoping he's not getting, at least 4 or 5 turns all in one of my turns, because if he is, he's going to win this game. So at this point, it's become a race to the Mind Flower. I don't see any reason to attack him. I don't think that's going to have any real effect. Although, what if I sent my units in to attack his Mind Flower? Why not? I got nothing to lose, right? Let's go ahead and just do more energy. And I don't think there's anything more to build around this area. And you can go there. And, well, he does have a lot of Xenopods here. He doesn't seem to be defending his Mind Flower. Well, first of all, let's see how many turns. Okay, he's down to 17. So he only completed one turn worth that past one, and I'm down to 3. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe just start some units down his way, down towards the Mind Flower. Just in case. It does seem like all of a sudden he might get a bunch of turns done on it all at once. I'm gonna let this one just stay down there for now. Retreating. This route is full. Let me do the units here. I mean, chances are I should win this anyway, but obviously it's not going to be by far. Okay, he's down to 17, I'm down to 3. Go ahead and mine that titanium. Okay, let's see how our numbers look after this turn. I'm assuming he'll be at 16 and I'll be at 2. But let's still check that. Does it either 16? Let's check. Let's check that real quick. Oops. Okay, I'm down to 2 as expected, and is he down to 16 as expected? Yes. Okay. I think. Best decision, covert agent, or let's do that just in case we want to attack Brazil, which I doubt at this point. Again, I don't see need to attack him after all. Since we found the Mind Flower, let's switch it. Let's move forward. Space. And we're going to west. Ancient established network. Okay, we already figured out how many turns he's got. So right. 16 and 2. Two for me. 16 for Brasilia. You better not pull one of these like last minute things and get like 15 turns worth all in one turn. I did. Okay, Adonai's got the quantum computer.
This is demonstrated.
I already got, apparently I already got the achievement too for the max points. So I'm guessing the max points for any of the affinities must be 18. Even though I did not finish all of the techs that give harmony, such as metamaterials. I never got to that one. So, okay, we'll just pick autonomous systems, just because there's nothing else to put down. And we can build the biowell. We'll head towards Brasilia. Awesome. You also can head that way. And 15 turns, as expected. And is it one more turn for me? Sure enough it is. Alright, so I'm expecting the victory this very next turn. Let's give it a try. See what happens. Yeah, I got this one extra unit that needs to complete his movement. Okay. Okay, the Transcendence / Mindflower / Harmony related victory. Hopefully I've got it in the bag here. I don't expect there to be another step. I would think it's much like the other victories. Guess we'll find out which achievements popped up. So sure enough, you have achieved a Transcendence Victory.
As the mind flower opened itself to full bloom, so did our minds open to the planet whose life we had shared for so very long. There was no moment of awakening. Rather, as with the gentle rising of dawn's first light, our human experience was illuminated by the truth of what we were and what we would become. In that light, we found ourselves. We are together now. We are one. We are waiting.
Okay, so that is the Transcendence Victory for Civ Beyond Earth. Let's just recap some of the lessons that we learned. One thing is it takes the equivalent of 30 turns after you build the Mind Flower before you get the victory. However, you can shorten that, and you can shorten that with two specific buildings, the Zeno Sanctuary and the Mind Stem. And I believe you can actually build those buildings long before building the Mind Flower. So I'm guessing that probably would have been a good tip, was to build as many of those as possible before even going for the Mind Flower itself. You can indeed build them afterwards, but they might not make as much of an impact. They're also purchasable. One was for $9.90, I believe, and the other one was for $15.50. The Mind Stem, I think, was the $15.50 one. That does not require any Xenomass, whereas the Zeno Sanctuary, which I believe was cheaper at $9.90 energy, that did require one Xenomass. So if you are planning to build those towards the end of your game, make sure you have some Xenomass available. What else did we learn? Try to save up some energy to buy those particular buildings. Another thing we learned is aliens didn't like that. Now, we didn't see that so much in my game because most of the aliens eliminated by that time. But if you remember, we did go out on the ocean with a few of our Poseidon units, and when we did that, we noticed that some of the sea dragons were the orange color, meaning that they were hostile than usual. So my guess is that building the Mind Flower, and I did hear that before also, that building the Mind Flower tends to make aliens aggressive. So keep that in mind. I had prepared for the other civs to gang up on me, but that did not happen, even though most of them were more powerful than myself. Another thing to watch for is make sure to keep an eye out to see if anybody else builds the game. And our game here, Brasilia, ended up building it, and they chopped off quite a bit of turns, I assume because they had some of those buildings I mentioned before. So keep an eye out for that, and if you can see their Mind Flower, you can click on it to determine how many turns they have. Other than that, I guess the only other tip I could think of is try to get a lot of science. Science is apparently needed because realize just to get to the Mind Flower, you need to research 3 other separate technologies. So since you do have those particular technologies, you do have to research. Science will definitely help. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some good tips out of it. Please feel free to leave a comment below, and if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. And good luck with your Civ